Next Monday, the 5th annual Eat Drink HTX campaign kicks off, which is the sister event to Houston Restaurant Weeks, both benefiting the Houston Food Bank. For 2 weeks, you can find $15 and $25 price points for brunch, lunch, and dinner at numerous restaurants, bakeries, coffee shops, and food trucks across the city. And since today is National Pizza Day, joining us with details is founder and CEO of Murray's Pizza and Wine, Deets Hoffman. Hello there, Deets.
Deborah, thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. Man, we walked in the studio and we can smell this, and it's like these are the fresh ingredients here, and we'll talk about those pizzas in just a second. But born and raised in Houston, when you went off to college, you got a business degree, and I would imagine that plays a lot into going into business, but real life is even more so, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. When I started my first restaurant, I thought this is going to be the easiest thing in the world. I was looking at like which part-time jobs I would pick up on the side.
Because you'd be so bored running this. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Turns out real life learning is a lot more important than the books.
Yeah,
it's really hard to do.
You were voted CEO of a chain of sandwich shacks, and you love sandwiches. That's one of the things you love as well. But you moved to New York City, and you worked in private equity. You founded in 2016 Leaf and Grain, which a lot of us are familiar with.
That's right, yeah. I see Deborah at Leaf and Grain a fair amount, and I'm always like too nervous to talk to her.
No, stop. No, I always walk in there, I always feel like I can walk out and go, you see, because I ate healthy right now, you see what just happened right there? What went into coming up with that particular concept?
Well, I had always wanted to be in restaurants, and living in New York, there were a ton of healthy options in a way that didn't exist in Houston at the time. And at a certain point, I realized, these businesses do well, and there's a clear need for it in the Houston market. So moved back down to Houston and opened the first one in downtown in 2017. And
your mom actually created the dressings, which I love, and voted Best Healthy Restaurant 3 years in a row. Okay, now let's move on to what went behind Murray's Pizza and Wine.
Well, we had always been talking about pizza really since we started Leaf and Grain, but there was never a reason to do it. And then we found a spot in Memorial that we really loved for Leaf and Grain. Mm-hmm. But it was huge, and so in order to take that space over, we needed to figure out what to do with the other half of the space. Yeah. And we thought, okay, this is the reason. So
this is like Leaf and Grain meets pizza right here. Okay, tell us about this one right here.
Yeah, so let me just hit this with a little bit of fresh Parmigiano Reggiano here. And this is our wild mushroom, which has been way more popular than I would have thought, just because some people are mushroom averse. But it's
mushroom averse.
It's my favorite pizza on the menu.
Mm. And the reason why this is so good, that people may say they're mushroom averse is they have not had them in the right way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've kind of found that a lot of people, the eating preferences you have as a child, you never steer away from those, and so it's hard with mushrooms sometimes, and beets actually is another one where we.
Am I tasting a little lemon zest in there?
There's a little bit of fresh. That's right. In the salsa verde, we've got some pops of freshness in there.
That is, I never would have put this together, but this is so good. And that's the whole thing about pizzas that are so wonderful, is that they're like a blank canvas to do whatever you want on, right? Yeah. And so what are some of the other things that go into, because I'm guessing good ingredients is really kind of the top of the list here. That's what you start with.
That's the key. Really, for pizza, it actually starts with the dough, and so we use a couple different organic and heritage flours out of Barton Springs Mill in Dripping Springs, Texas. Really, some of the highest quality flours in the U.S. Mm-hmm. And then we put the dough through a 3-day fermentation. It's effectively a sourdough pizza, and that's the foundation for all of them. And then we kind of carry that general ethos toward the rest of our ingredients.
And there's other things on the menu as well.
Yes, so we've got these are our roasted carrots. We put these on for the colder months, and they've been really popular. They've got a Vadouvan spice. We cook them in a Vadouvan spice, and then they've got a nice whipped feta underneath, as well as some pistachio and salsa verde dollops on there. That
is delicious. That is so good. Oh wow, you got a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right there. That could be a whole meal for me. And then of course right over here.
And we got our meatballs. We use Texas Black Angus beef and Duroc pork, and we've got a nice little vin cotto in there, and then whipped ricotta and some fresh herbs, and then we usually finish off with a little bit of lemon zest.
I've had a ton of meatballs. This is a different tasting meatball. This is really, you've done such a great job of combining those flavors from the mushroom pizza to these meatballs here. What goes into that process? Because that's where food science comes in.
Yeah, I mean, in general, our approach is it's pizza, right? And it's meatballs, it's roasted carrots. These are not like revolutionary food concepts. What we try to do is we try to do the basics, but do them really, really well. And so we'll do iteration and iteration and iteration. I mean, everything that is on this counter right now is still undergoing iterations. And, we're trying to continue to tweak, and we really want
this iteration right here is really, really good. Okay, if I was to wash it down with something, because as we said in the title of the restaurant is "and wine."
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so we have a really strong wine menu, of which, for which I deserve none of the credit. But we've got this Peter Lauer Riesling, which is great for, which goes great for the wild mushroom. But really, this we have a not Hawaiian pizza right here that's got some pineapple infused habanero honey. And anyway, so this is the wine I would pair with either one of these. It's really nice, dry, high acid.
Okay, so for people wanting to enjoy National Pizza Day, and then of course we have Houston HTX coming up as well. So explain to them how that's going to work.
Yeah, so we've got a lunch special for $15. You can come in and get either a side salad or a meatball and a pizza. So it's a phenomenal deal, really great value. And then for dinner, similar situation, except we've added in dessert as well, and that you can get that for $25. So really a great chance to come in and try some of our better menu items at really a steal. But it's for a great cause, and so we wanted to be a part of it, and we're excited to be participating.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you're somebody who said you did not like mushrooms, you will start liking mushrooms. If you did not like roasted carrots, you will start liking roasted carrots. This is really, really delicious. Thank you so much. We're so proud of you, Houston born and raised here, and coming back home to create this business. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having us on.
All right. The 5th annual Eat Drink HTX returns February 15th and runs through February 28th. You could take someone out for Valentine's and do something good all at the same time. Dozens of restaurants in the greater Houston area, including Murray's Pizza and Wine. Murray's Pizza and Wine will be participating with prefix menus at affordable prices for brunch, lunch, and dinner, so you can dine out and do good this month. To learn more about helping Houstonians in need by visiting a restaurant near you, visit eatdrinkhtx.com for all the details.